Hey vets, how's it going? Happy Monday. Markel here, back with another video. Hopefully you guys have had a great day today. With that being said, I want to answer some questions that were left behind when it came to yesterday's video. Okay, so I did contact Puerto Rico. I did get a phone call back. And yes, if you are in the Caribbean or in South America, you'll be able to sign up. So I'm waiting on a phone call that I should get either Wednesday or Thursday to transfer my information from where it is in Florida to Puerto Rico. And they'll let me know if I can still do telehealth. That part wasn't clear, but I can sign up and be seen at the VA in Puerto Rico. Okay, I did call Mission Valley. I was able to set an appointment. I'm gonna wait to see what happens with that appointment to see if they follow through with it or not. And that's Mission Valley in California, San Diego, California. So I was able to go online and make an appointment. I actually called them, told them where I was. They didn't seem to have an issue with it, but I will see. It always starts out great that way, but then later on, they'll go, well, that was a mistake, shouldn't have done that, but hey, it is what it is. Other than that though, guys, the only other thing I have is a question for you all, and I wouldn't mind if you all would put this in the comment section, please. And that is, how are you treated as a veteran in the United States of America? For those of you who are outside the US, I want you to think back when you were in the US, how were you treated as a veteran? Did you have great experiences, not so great experiences? Did you have people who were jealous of you? Or if you're currently in the United States, right? I know for me, I had a mixed bag of feelings, right? So I've had situations where I was speeding and the cop saw I was a veteran, disabled veteran with my braces on, and didn't even give me a warning ticket, just told me to slow down and go on about my business. I've been in situations where you'll be in a department store or like Home Depot, for example. I was in a Home Depot once, and I gave them my veteran's ID card. It took the lady a minute because she had never done it before. And you can hear people behind me complaining and saying, oh, you're always trying to get discounts or whatnot, right? So, you get it a little bit both ways, but I had more positive experiences than negative experiences, right? I've never had anyone like challenge why I was in a handicapped parking spot. Normally they see all my braces on, people are kind of like, okay, yeah, he jacked up, and then move on my way. But I'm just curious to know, how have you guys been treated in the United States of America as a disabled American veteran? Out of curiosity, you wouldn't mind writing, something briefly, like your experience has been great overall, or your experience has been a mixed bag, or your experience has been terrible. I am curious to know, one of the things that I see that they're talking about as far as the new secretary is gaining more trust with veterans, with benefits, and I just want to see if that's something that the general public is doing as well. I know there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to why veterans receive disability. A lot of people who never served, who don't understand what war really is, it's hard for them to understand why would the government be giving these people money when they've never gone through something like that, right? So, sometimes as a veteran, you have to be the bigger person and sometimes explain to people why is it you're receiving what you're receiving, even though you don't have to. I take it upon myself to try to explain to people what happens, what the procedure is, and what you swore to do and what the government swore to do for you if something were to happen to you while you were in service. So I try to explain those parts to people, and most of the time they get it when you explain it. Not every time. Some people feel like, you're just freeloading off the government. Now there are people out there who are freeloading. There are people out there who are lying and cheating. And as I've said, man, it'll catch up with them over time. It will catch up because, when you have serious issues, regardless of what they are, they're going to flare up from time to time. Like for me, for example, going to the emergency room, like a week ago now, almost 2 weeks ago now, you're gonna have situations like that when you're disabled. There's some people who freak out mentally and they gotta call the 800 number, and there's a record of that, right? And that was one thing I forgot to mention Sunday was, if you're overseas, regardless of where you are in the world, and I appreciate Mike giving us that text now, where you can download that app and get a free phone number where you can call to the United States, and you should be able to call the 800 number for the VA, especially when it comes to mental health. You know, if you feel, regardless of where you are in the world, you need to talk to someone and no one is really available there that you can talk to, call that number, man. Call that number. Not only is it going to help you, but if you got a claim in, it's going to help your claim as well. Now, I'm not telling you to do that just to help your claim, but they'll see that you're making an effort to try. The one thing about our system, you know, in the military, anywhere you're doing, anything in life that you're doing, when you make an honest attempt to get better, people appreciate it. You got to remember that the majority of the people making decisions at the VA are human beings. And if they can see you're trying to honestly make an effort, it goes a long way with credibility versus you're doing nothing, you're complaining, and yet there's been no attempts by you to contact anyone, to go in to see anyone. You're just complaining. You know, always make an honest effort to try to get better, whether it's through physical therapy, whether it's through going to psych appointments, whether it's through taking some of the classes or volunteering to enroll in a program. You know, if you can show an honest effort of you trying to get better, or you trying to make your situation better, or help you get into a place where you can manage it better, that always goes a lot farther than doing nothing. All right, guys? But hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your night.